It was just random stomach aches and vomiting and nausea and diarrhea for years, never knowing what the root cause was.
I just got this onset of being extremely sick, extremely fast. I had no idea what was going on.
The GI doctor would come over and say, yeah, you're in liver failure. I was like, well, what can we do? And he's like, well, if it gets worse, we'll send you to a transplant center.
I was confused, like I couldn't remember things. I couldn't go to work. And then I started seeing double.
Our wife was complaining about, I feel weird. My son started getting sick a couple of days of the kid vomiting, and I looked at him and said, yeah, we gotta take him to the hospital. This is not good. And once he arrived there, they immediately just said, we've got another one, get the jet ready. So yeah, we learned that there were other children, and then we were put on a flight to Primary Children's Hospital in Salt Lake City.
And then my older son came over and he said, Mom, you don't look right. Your eyes are yellow. You need to go to the doctor. They did blood work and she called me and she said, you need to go directly to the hospital. You're in liver failure. But because they couldn't find anything, they just sent me home. And that Friday was the worst. I just threw up for 36 hours because I was drinking the water again. So a family friend read the paper and saw the article and all the symptoms. And I'm like, that's exactly what I had. And that's how I knew.
When I got home, we threw everything away that was in the fridge, and the one last piece was the water. So we had called the delivery company and said, we want to cancel, come pick up the stuff. And he said, I got to ask, why you canceling? And my wife said, my husband, son, liver, yada, yada. And he said something to her to the effect of, oh, yeah, that's a bummer. We had some other lady in Henderson said the same thing. That to me was the point where I kind of knew what was going on. The bottom line, we were poisoned. The product in question was a bottled water product called Real Water.
Real Water was a local company that intended to make alkaline water. They applied massive amounts of electricity to it. It created a substance called hydrazine. Hydrazine is a rocket fuel. They'd sold the product about 10 years nationwide, and never once did they do a test on it. They could have done a $100 test to see what was in the product. They didn't do it. And so there was all kinds of scientific literature that particular rocket fuel caused acute liver failure. Wren called me, and he told me that his son had been in the hospital in October of 20, and also that there was an investigation going on about his son and 4 other children. Well, Monica was part of the Brown case. She had acute liver failure over and over again on multiple occasions because she would get sick, go to the hospital, they didn't know what it was, and then she'd get out of the hospital and just get sick all over again. Basically, your liver just shuts down completely. And either you get better or you get a transplant. There's really no treatment for it. When we filed the cases, we didn't know what the contaminant was. And the FDA came out, and one of the things that they found was the hydrazine in the product. That's when we really put it together. Oh, well, hydrazine is known to cause acute liver failure, and so we had a pretty simple explanation for what happened here. Despite the fact that this litigation was ongoing, they still took the position that they didn't have to do a $100 test to see what was in the product, which I think is just outrageous. But it turns out that there were 100 victims that we know of now, and out of the 100 victims, 4 people have died. The vast majority of them have permanent liver injury. Permanent injury for 100 people, that's a pretty serious case. In both cases, they awarded greater punitive amounts than we had asked for.
What I've learned is nothing happens in this world without a monetary motivation, and until there's some pressure put on the situation, no one's going to do anything about it.
To be able to have someone that can represent you and get you the justice you deserve, it makes you feel good.
I think the trial bar is needed more now than ever before. That's our primary motivation. I do this because I think it's a chance to make the world a better place.